Hello guys, welcome to my live session today. It's Sunday and right now it's 87 degrees Fahrenheit here in Riverside, California. Actually, this is less than last night, yesterday's temperature. Yesterday we were over 100 degrees. So I'm hoping that it would slowly cool down this week. But it's still quite warm. That's why I'm just sitting here under a canopy here and covered and shaded by all of these plants around me. So the sun is there in the west. It's going down already. It's already like 6 something right now, or 6:27 right now. So you don't really see the sun anymore. It's behind those plants and houses on my west side, but it's still casting a very warm, how do you call this, heat, still casting heat over my property here. There's a slight breeze, but I really prefer just like sitting here. I was planning to do some watering, but that would mean I would have to go out into the warm part of the yard, and I'm not ready to do that yet. I still find it quite warm, so I'm just standing here, and I thought, I'm enjoying the slight breeze. I didn't want to turn on the AC inside the house, so I just went out and tried to have some moments here with my kids. My grass is quite how do you call this, unruly right now. I don't have a gardener. We kept losing our gardener. We hired somebody and he didn't come back. I guess he didn't like the fact that I had so many plants to deal with. So he just came one time and didn't come back. So my roommate actually borrowed a lawn mower yesterday and was able to do the front yard. But it's difficult to do the mower here in the backyard because of the many plants. It has to be done with a trimmer. So that's something we're looking at. I found something on Amazon. It's like $100, or over a little over $100, but I don't think I have the funds for that right now. Oh, my babies, they're going to that side of the fence again. Ah, it's so hard. The funny thing about that is, in that side of the fence, my neighbors there own these very, how do you call this? Aggressive dogs. One of their dogs actually went into our yard and bit O'Neill. So I had to take O'Neill to the vet. I spent about a little over $1,000 for the bite, and I thought that it would keep him from going to that side, but he still does. I don't know. I mean, now he's less aggressive. Before, he would go to that side of the fence only to bark at the dogs of the neighbors. But right now, he doesn't do that. He just wants to go near to that fence again. That's I don't understand. Anyways, my other doggy was here a few minutes ago. He was just like being near me, although he's doing. Oh, there you go. That's Cebu. I don't know if you saw her, just ran past by. He likes being around me, but he does his own. She does her own exploration. I have so many cymbidium here, which I replanted. These are both orchids. I have an orchid that was quite tight already in its container, and the container broke already. The pot broke already. So I split the cymbidium, and I was able to come up with 7 plants here. These are containers that I got from the dollar store, and since I didn't have enough here, these are containers that I got from the dollar store, and since I didn't have enough, I used this water container that I cut in half, and I was able to come up, like I said, 7 containers. I'm still going to go out. There's my baby now. I'm still gonna go to the dollar store. Actually, I did go to the dollar store a few days ago, and they don't have any more these hangers that I use. So I'll have to come back and look for them. I have to get some, like most, like see, my cymbidium are, I put them in, I hang them. So what I'm looking for is something like this one here. It's like it's just $1.25 from the dollar store, and I use that to hang the pots. So I have several cymbidium hanging here under this peach tree. Okay. Just recently, I removed some of the fruits, and I probably will have to remove more because will have to remove more because it's a small tree with this many fruits. They're not gonna get enough nutrients from the tree. So I have to probably remove half of these so that we can have bigger fruits. Okay, I don't know if that's a, is that a squirrel there? Okay, the other day two squirrels just scurried out of the tree when I got near it. Okay, so you see, I have some already that were eaten by the birds. I don't really mind. I mean, I love my. I can't finish all of those fruits anyway, so the birds are welcome to to peck on them. So that's my peach tree, and I have an orange tree here also. I have a lot of fruits around my yard, but in this covered area, sometimes I'm kicking myself for using this mesh cover because it's not an opaque cover, and when it rains, the water still comes through. Now it could be a bad thing or a good thing. It could be a good thing for the plants, but when you're looking for shade, you don't get shade because it rains also inside here. I was thinking one time to probably just do a solid covering, like maybe half, so that there's like, especially here because these seats have how do you call it, soft cushions, so they could be affected by the water. Anyways, ay, ay, ay. So this is the east end of my yard. So you see the fence there, which is about to fall already. The neighbor propped up this flat piece of wood there so that it doesn't go all the way down. We both don't have enough money to change the fence at this time. And this is like my corner. You see this wood enclosure here houses this electric pole. So there's like, so sometimes I'm wondering what's inside that enclosure there. There are probably reptiles living there. That's what nightmares are made of. And I planted two lemon trees in this corner. This one here. Let me see if I can get a clearer picture here. So this one. But they don't get a lot of water here when I water, you know. And then there's another one here. Another one here. They provide shade, but maybe because of the placement, the fruits are not as juicy as what you would expect from a lemon. That's like more like a dried lemon there, you know. And I have this bathroom fixture here that and that I brought out here to be a plant container. So I have my okay, this is a cymbidium hanging, but I have this on the this bathroom fixture. So I have here water bottle that I cut the top off and planted aloe vera, and this string of pearls. It's called string of pearls. Not very healthy. It's too tight now. So even if I water it, there's not much water that goes in. I have to repot this probably when I have the time because it's already too tight. That's why the string of pearls are not really surviving well. This one too is quite tight already. This is called Buru's tail. Buru's tail. And this one I think is a kind of I don't know if it's an echeveria or a sedum, one of those two. This is a soda container that I cut also the top of, and there's, I think this string of pearls came from this one here, and I don't know, got cut and it's growing there now. And then at the bottom, I have this cashew nuts container jar that I used as a pot for my for in aloe vera there. So that bathroom fixture became a planter planter holder on this post, one of the posts here. And then this is, I really don't know how to take care of this plant. It has dry edges, but it's still alive. This is more than 4 years old. It's really old. You know, every year I thought, oh, it would probably not survive the summer, but it survives. I mean, I try to water this regularly, but I still see these dry edges here. Okay, and then this wire grill was actually the posts of my first canopy. You know those canopies that you can buy from like Home Depot, Walmart, Kmart. Oh no, there's no more Kmart. What are all the marts? Target, those canopies. Those I bought one of those, and then of course they didn't last long. The covering got turned off and everything. But instead of throwing away the corners, I used them as a divider here. So it's like a one wall of this particular enclosure. And then I hang this cymbidium here. So it's starting to get warm, so I have to water this more often. There also, I mean, riverside sun can be so brutal. That's why you see a lot of dried leaves here. Even if you water this regularly, you still have those dried, withered leaves, you know. So, but they will survive. I mean, they've survived years already. I think this is more than 2 years old already, or 3 years old even. You know, the cymbidium. And then I have these ruby sleepers, another succulent here. I think it's called ruby sleepers because of these leaves. You see that they have these red edges, and they're fuzzy. You know, just like your bedroom sleepers probably. They have this fuzzy feel. Yeah, they actually have nice flowers. I'll show you one later when we see one with flowers. I think this is a flower about to open, you know. Yeah. And this one is a golden sedum. And I have this bird of paradise in the corner here. So maybe if you have noticed already, my planting concept here is fill the whole space with plants. so, So my that wall there is a concrete wall that divides our the whole line of houses here from the development on the other side. These are, I think, that my line of houses here on our street are all built in the 50s, and that other lot there was just developed, I think, what, 20 or 25 years ago. They're more recent. They are two-story houses, and these pine trees were more recent. They were just like 10 years old, I think, or 15 years old. I was already here when these were just growing. Like they're barely like half the height, and now they're really really tall. Because I remember during when I first moved here, I can see the bedroom windows from my pool. That's why I remember my friends and I, we could not skinny dip. What happened, baby? Why did you yelp? Are you okay? Come here. Huh? Why did you yelp? Did you fight again, the two of you? Come here, baby. Are you okay? I try to remain calm whenever she yelps, but it actually scares me because I'm afraid that she might have been bitten again or something. But sometimes she can be over dramatic, my baby girl. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. That's okay now? Okay. So like I said, almost every space I have plants, you know. So on that wall where the concrete fence is, I have a couple of like blue agaves. And then I forgot the names. That one there, those are the first plants I bought when I moved here. I planted them like 5 feet apart. I bought several of them lining the fence, the property, because it looked so bare. And then I started planting more and more stuff, you know. And I forgot the name of this plant here. Give me one. Oh, and I forgot the name of this plant here. Give me one. Oh, I forgot the name of this plant here. Give me one. Oh, okay, there you go. For a moment, my phone just, how do you call that? When it wasn't there, it froze. It just froze. So I thought I lost you guys. Oh my gosh. It wasn't there, it froze. It just froze. So I thought I lost you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. And then beside the, oh, there's a, I call it giant. There's that giant aloe vera there. It all started, one of those small aloe veras that you buy from the store. That I think that was the first aloe vera I purchased. It was just a those 6 inches pots, and then it grew bigger. I planted it on a bigger pot, and then it grew bigger, so I planted it on the ground. And now that height is as short as me, not as tall but as short as me. But it's huge now. Yeah, I have so many aloe veras because the moment you take care of one, they have poppies on the sides. You can just like take them out and replant them. Then I have a grapefruit tree here, my very very prolific grapefruit tree. If you can see under that, there's a lot of fruits there. There, a lot of fruits. So my roommate just gives them away, or I give them away to all my friends, you know. And oh my God, look at this! I just watered this yesterday, and now it's all dried up. God, that's how brutal the sun was in the last 2 days. I watered this yesterday morning, but yesterday the temperature went as high as 96, I think. Oh no, 103. And then earlier the temperature was like 96. Now we are in the high 80s still. And it just fried the leaves, so I'll have to water again. Just waiting for the sun to come down. Ay, ay, ay. But they recover. They usually recover. You know, I just planted this recently. My roses last summer did not survive, so I had to stick more newer. These are new cuttings that I put in here. Well, this one survived, but these other two are just cuttings that I stuck into the pot, and hopefully it will grow. That one too. Not really hoping much because it's summer. It's gonna get hot. They might not survive, but anyways. So I'm still here. It's too hot to venture out in the open. I prefer being surrounded by plants here. It has a more cooler effect, you know. And this is oh, I just remembered that plant is called Unimus japonicus, or Japanese spindle tree. This one, these yellow and green flowers, I mean leaves. Yeah. Some of these plants I chose because of their how do you pronounce that, foliage, their leaves, because of their pretty colors, like this golden sedum. See, it's nice, you know. And even the snake plant here, they say it's called snake plant because of you see the color of the way this is variegated horizontally, but it looks pretty with the yellow border. This one I will have to pull out from this pot. You see how tight that is? I have to pull it out, then separate this. I probably would come up with, I can do half and then transfer the other half to another pot, so that it will give more room for the plants to go to survive. Then I have these as a hanging plant, although this is normally a ground cover. This is a purple star, and then this is an echeveria. And then I have blue chalk sticks here, and then a elephant bush, and some Buddha's tail hanging. This one I have to like water regularly because, you know, hanging plants, they dry up quick. I have more cymbidium here. This one, I still have some of the yellow flowers hanging on for dear life. This has been several weeks already, so this is about to fall, I guess. You know, but see how pretty it is. You know, I love orchids shapes. You know, I think that and the rose, the perfect flowers. Okay, so I have another cymbidium here, another there, and a purple star here. This one is and purple star here. This one is bunny's ears. And I really do not like to go near that because when the wind blows, those little spikes there can stick to your skin. And then another snake plant here. It's also called the mother-in-law's tongue, but I think that's more derogatory to mother-in-law. So, snake plant. Another sedum. I just cleared this one. It was like very full before, and I created this pathway because it's really crossing the pathway. And then that's a same thing, the ruby slippers. Yeah, you see there? That's what I meant with the beautiful flowers. Little red, like shaped like a bell. Let me see if I can get closer. There you go. See how pretty the flowers are. You know. And I have several elephant's bush hanging here. There. And there. Yeah. And guys, if you're liking what I'm showing you, or if you're enjoying this live, I hope you can hit the like button. You know, it motivates me to do more lives. Okay, and there's my baby. I have an alive peach tree here. I just don't have the means to cut this. I don't know how to even like chop this down. You know, I really want to, but for now, I'm just using it as a how do you call this? Like to hang these plants from. This Buddha's tail and this cymbidium. I already planted an avocado tree here to how do you call this? Like to replace this, but I don't know. It's not really growing very well. I'm afraid that I have a lot of like burrowers. You know those animals that burrow themselves under the ground, like gophers. I have several of that here, and sometimes I see mound of earth like that they just dug out, or they just came out of the ground. So you have the earth, the dirt, like create that mound. And wherever they burrow or they dig out or something, sometimes they affect the roots. Some of the plants just die or just become unalive. Gosh, I'm so careful not to use that word because it seems like, you know, TikTok flags those words and makes my video for mature audiences or something. Anyways, oh, this is a pineapple plant, you know, because I saw in one TikTok videos where you can just cut that. When you cut the top off of the pineapple, you don't throw it away. You remove a lot of the leaves, you know, at the base, and then soak it in like a bowl of water, and then roots would start coming out. And they did. And then once the roots came out, I planted it on a pot, and now I have a pineapple plant. You know, I don't know if it will fruit or, you know, but anyways, I just like the plant itself. That's the thing with all my plants here. I mean, like this avocado is not really making fruits. It's been like 5 years now, but still no fruits. Maybe this is a single gender avocado, not a self-pollinating avocado. But I like the shade that it gives, you know. So same thing here. I like the shape of the leaves, the colors of the leaves. Like in this particular grouping here, you have that shape, different shape from the echeveria here. And then this is a variegated jade plant, different shape, different color. This is the regular jade plant, different shade of green, you know. And here I have this rose that I planted and hid under the sun because I just replanted it. I'm hoping for it to root properly, you know. That's why I put it in there. But hopefully that will rise. Well, the moment the roses have created sturdy enough roots, they have to be out in the sun. They need the sun, you know. And then this is my favorite lounge area. Let's see if we can lounge now, because earlier the sun was hitting me here directly. There, see, that's where the sun was earlier, and it hits us directly. So this particular area, we used to hang out here in the mornings because the sun is in the east behind us, or up to like noontime because the sun would be somewhere covered by the avocados. But in the afternoon, it will be directly in front of us until it sets behind those trees and houses. And there's my baby here now joining me. This is our favorite spot. You know, O'Neill loves to join me in this seat. Hi, baby. Oh my God, my sweetheart. He'll later on he will turn around and face the water. I don't know why. That's his favorite position. His back towards me. Ay, ay, ay. And where's O'Neill? A Cebu. I can hear her barking. Okay, so this is the avocado tree. It provides me the shade. And then underneath that, I already have two cymbidium hanging. There you go. So wherever I can find a place to hang cymbidium, I'd be hanging cymbidium because it's nice to have like this orchid everywhere, especially when they already start to blossom. Oh, that would really be very pretty, you know. Now I have a lot of cymbidium because I keep splitting them. Like this one here, you can see that I can actually split this already and come up with one. This is one grouping here, 2, 3, and 4. This can actually make 4 new cymbidium. You know, the only reason why I don't sometimes cut them right away is because I try to give them much flowering time. It seems like every time I cut or I split the cymbidium, it will take a year to 2 years before they would have blossoms, you know. And I would prefer to see them blossom, especially the tight ones when there's so many in a pot. Most likely you will see blossoms from them, you know. But after they blossom, like after spring, then I would start splitting them, hoping that, you know, during the summer and during the fall that follows, they will grow and you know, be mature enough to flower by the next spring, you know. But now because of the splitting, I have so many cymbidium around the next spring, you know. But now because of the splitting, I have so many cymbidium around from that magnolia tree. I had magnolia tree, and I've shown you already early. You know, when I said cymbidium, symbodium, it's cymbidium. Another plant that keeps multiplying or has I have multiplied so many times are these plumeria. I started my plumeria with just a couple that my friend gave me, one that is pinkish and another one that is white. And after a year or two, you know, you can already cut a branch and then stick it and then create another pot, another plant. Like this particular plumeria that I'm looking at here, it has these 2 branches that actually get into the walkway, you know. So I can actually cut that and just retain these ones that are more upright and then plant those 2 in another pot. So creating another 2 pots from this particular plumeria here. There's another plumeria here, there, you know. I just like lining the pool with the plumerias. Same thing with the birds of paradise. I have these drums lining the pool with the birds of paradise. Yeah. The birds of paradise, same thing too. If you look into my videos, I posted another video where I just planted birds of paradise. I split into two new containers, new pots. So yeah. So basically, that's what I do during the after spring. Spring, I enjoy first the flowers, and then after spring, like now, well, not really after spring, but towards the end of spring, when the flowers already stop falling, I start separating them. So just recently, I did some splitting of cymbidium, splitting of my Asiatic lily, splitting them. So just recently, I did some splitting of cymbidium, splitting of my Asiatic lilies, and then my this the paradise. Look at the pretty flowers of the birds of paradise from where we're sitting. Those are very pretty. And my Asiatic lilies too. I only have one color of my Asiatic lilies, orange, and I've seen them in several. I've shown them in several of them now. Now, one time I went to Home Depot to get another color of the Asiatic lily, and then I was surprised by the price. It's like $35 for one pot, a small pot. I'm thinking, geez, I could make money from all those splits that I did. My friends keep telling me that I have so many plants. If I probably just sell these, I'd make money. Especially now that I have no source of income, I should just be selling plants. With my number of plants, I run out of pots already. That's why I use anything I can, like that one there. That's a Home Depot pail. Sometimes it's cheaper because that size of a pot would be expensive, whereas a Home Depot pail was like what, $5? There's even cheaper pails like that, like $3.95, I think, or something. So I just use them as pails. Yeah. And then some of them, like this container for the aloe vera here. This was given to me by my pool boy, my pool guy. He buys his how do you call this? I keep forgetting. Oh my God! Now I'm having a moment. Those round wheels for the pool, to clean the pool. They come in those big pails. So he gives them to me. I just repaint them red or burgundy, and then make holes at the bottom and use them as pots. Now these drums, I got this from my old work. I used to work for a company that makes hair care and skincare products, and we buy our chemicals in these drums. So, and we just give out the drums after, because it takes more money to clean them out. Then I brought home some, cleaned it myself, and made them into planters. See my two doggies now? They all like face that direction. There was one article I read that your dog would usually face away from you because they try to like protect you. So they're so sweet when I see both of them do that. Either that or they're just enjoying the view from here too, just like the way I'm enjoying my view from here. So the sun has gone down. I could actually go water the plants now. I'm just kind of lazy to do it. I'm enjoying the breather I have here. Oh, by the way, this one is a spider plant. There are two kinds. This one is the variegated one, and there's one that you see that are just like plain green. There's no stripes or something. And they also multiply because you see these stalks here where they come up with, I don't even know if they're called flowers, but at the end of the stalk, they would come up with this. See? They're like new plants there. And sometimes they just like get heavy, and before you know it, they touch the ground and then becomes a new plant. When they do that, or even before they do that, and they have already, I know they have enough roots already, I just pull them out and then plant them into another planter. But I have so many spider plants already, so I don't do as much of that. I just give them away. Like like a friend of mine just asked for some of that recently. She said that she saw a video wherein somebody made like a mini planter in for inside the house, and made the spider plant look like a bonsai. So she's experimenting on how to do that, and I told her that, okay, if you get successful, let me know and teach me how to do it, and I might do that. Yeah, it's so funny. I have so many plants outside, but I really have not been a fan of having actual plants inside the house. Although I do have a couple of plants, not a couple, I think I have 3 plants inside the house. But I always find it problematic to water them, because sometimes I overwater and then they would spill into out of, they, of course, they will come out of the container, and then I have to wipe the table or something. So it's too much work for me. I'm kind of lazy sometimes. My friends keep telling me, you just have to put enough water that it will not go down to the, to drain out, just enough for the water to get soaked. And I guess I have to learn doing that, you know. Okay, aside from the noise that is being made by my neighbors, you can hear actually the no, 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 don't go there. Don't. Oh my gosh, see my 2 doggies. No, O'Neill, Cebu, O'Neill, no, come back, come back. Okay, without that noise, you would hear the birds chirping. Chirping is the right word, right? Not tweeting. I don't know, tweeting. Chirping, yeah, like the, oh well, bird singing, I guess. If this is a Disney movie, then that would be bird singing. Yeah, it's so interesting to note that when Cebu, no, Cebu, stop barking. That when you're like sitting down here, you hear different kinds of bird sounds. There's those are the like single howls, which I think are owls. O'Neill, how fast were you able to get there? Come back here. Come back here. Come on. Come, baby. Come on. They follow me when I call them, but the thing is, the moment you like not look at them, immediately they're like gone. Like they're fast movers. The 2 of you, just stay around me. Don't go there, baby. Don't go there. Okay? Why? It's 7 o'clock. Are you hungry already? Are you hungry? Huh? Are you hungry, baby? Oh my God, he is a tail wagger, like Cebu, not very much, but but Cebu is the more, how do you call this, like how do you call that, naughty of the 2. I think she's wanted in 2 counties because she's very naughty. She does the crime all the time. But this one is the quiet one. My God. See, that's why I told you not to go to the bushes, because then you start scratching yourself, God, you don't know if you're picking up ants again. Ay, ay, ay. Cebu does not really go to the other side. I mean, see, although she's not with me, she's just standing there. Can you see her? Yeah, she's just standing there watching the other side. It's when this other doggy goes there that she follows, you know. I think both of them were traumatized when that dog from the other fence came into our yard and bit this guy here. The funny thing is, after that dog bit him, I saw that dog roaming around with Cebu as the escort. It's like she was able to befriend him. But of course I panicked when I didn't see O'Neill, because I know that this guy was the one barking. So, we drove the dog back to the fence, to the other side, and we looked for O'Neill, and she was like, oh my God, he was lying in one part of I really panicked when I saw him bleeding. So I brought him to the vet, and since then, they don't go out of the yard until I'm with them. And it's so sad, because sometimes you don't want to be, I already have anxiety and everything, and I wanted to think that my backyard was a safe haven for my doggies, like they can just come out here without me looking at them or being with them. But now because of that. Whenever they go out, I have to be out here too. They just stay inside the house, which was different when I first had my two doggies. I have two initial doggies with the same name, Cebu and O'Neill, but they both have crossed the Rainbow Bridge. But when they were, how do you call this? They were with me. They they were always they were with me. They they were always almost always in the backyard, and I just have the door to my washroom open so they can come in and go out anytime during the day. You know, and there was even a time when I left the side gate open, or the wind blew the gate open, and they were able to go out, but they did not go far. Like they were just in my front yard, and then they come back in. You know, but these two, oh my God! One time, my pool boy left the side gate open, and I didn't know that he was in the backyard. So when I let out the washroom, uh, I mean the door open for them to go out and do their business. I don't know, maybe they sensed that one the side gate was open. They just went straight to it and ran out. And oh my God, I really panicked. Really panicked. And of course, it was so difficult to get Cebu back because he just let me like run after him like we're playing catch, you know. But O'Neill, the moment I screamed at his name, he came back right away. But he was already on his way to the main road, you know? Ay, ay, ay. And believe me, just a few seconds that you don't watch them, they can be so quick, like so quick. Ay, ay, ay. But this is my baby. He's really very chill, but he's shedding again. Look at that. So all my clothes have his hair. Hi, baby. Okay, did I just get some of your hair into my mouth? What? I told you not to go there. Maybe there's an ant in your ear again. Oh, I have to wash your ears again. I have to get that ear wash or something because sometimes I mean, I know that they get ants sometimes. So I have to like wash their ear with a thingy, you know, like flush their ears. Ay, ay, ay. Look at my other baby there. She's on her own. She finds entertainment on her own. It's so weird. Whenever we're out in the backyard, Cebu will be on her own. Like she'll go everywhere in the bushes and everything, and then she'll start scratching because I think she got ants on her fur again. You know, like that. See, so innocent but guilty. And then this one will always be by my side. You know, unless he gets the chance to go to that fence, and then he'll come back to me. But when we are inside the house, it's the other way around. Cebu will always be by my side. You know, if I'm on the bed, I'm on the sofa, he'll always be clinging to me, like by my side, you know. And this one will find his own corner, especially now that it's starting to get warm. He'll find his quiet corner and just either lie on the ground or on the floor, you know. Uh, Now he very seldom goes to his doggy bed because it's kind of warm. I have to find those cooling beds or something. They're just so expensive right now. Ay, ay, ay. And since it's still spring, we're not turning the AC yet, you know. Because the moment we turn our AC, oh my God, my electric bill here. Every summer, my electric bill, okay, maybe it's not just electric bill. Riverside, the city that we are in, we only have one utility bill. The water, the what else is that? Oh, the trash, the sewer, and the electric bill is just one bill, one utility bill. Then the gas is a separate utility bill. During summer, because of the AC, so starting June, July, August, sometimes a part of September, those months my bill would be around $500 to $575. Last year we even reached $600 because of the AC. You know, because sometimes even at night it gets so warm. It's really expensive. And then after that, during fall and spring, we don't use the AC, and it goes down to like 300 to 75, lower utility bill. My gas, on the other hand, during summer, it's only like what, $75. And then in winter, when we use the fireplace and whatever gas appliances more, then it goes up to like $200, $150 to $200. You know. it's so hard to maintain how do you call this, a house, you know. I thought before lived in a condo, and how do you call this, I hated the HOA. Really, I hated the HOA. I always get a how do you call this, a infraction from the HOA until I moved out. So I cannot handle it anymore, so I moved out. But the thing with the condo is you don't pay for trash. It's part of your HOA fees, you know. We don't pay for water. It's also part of the HOA fees. The only thing that I paid was straight electric bill, you know, when I was living at the condo. But I don't have to have, we have a pool for the public or for the homeowners, and we don't pay for that. It's part of the HOA fees, you know. I think if I remember right, my HOA fee at that time was like 300 a month, I think, you know. And I was thinking, oh my God, I'm paying so much for HOAs, so I should just move into a house. And then you move into a house, and then your fees are even more than the $300, because my pool boy is like over $100 a month. Then you have your gardener, which is about $100 a month, you know. And then you pay your water bill, which is, well, part of the utility bill here. So it's almost the same, not if not more, you know. So it's either, but the only thing is, of course, since this is now my house, I can do anything to it. I can plant as many plants as I can. Whereas when I was still at the condo, it's really controlled, you know. One time I had like plants in my balcony, and then I got a letter saying that I the when I water my plants, somehow the water trickled down the side of the condo. So they charged me $50 for that, because it's leaving a um, how to call this, a mark on the wall. So I have to just water it just enough that it will not go, it will not get out of the pot. I guess the water would not drain out or something. I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this anymore. And then I had my electric lights, my Christmas lights. I wasn't able to take it down right away because, you know, uh, I think I still had it up to January something, you know, and then they sent me another letter charging, penalizing me because, according to the how do you call this, the rules of the HOA, the Christmas decoration should be out after Christmas. Yeah. So I thought, oh well, you know, it's better probably if I just like stay on, you know, find a place on my own. And then of course, when you have your own place now, you start maintaining the house, which can be more expensive. Anything breaks down, you fix it yourself. Anyways, ay ay ay. Okay, I'm already getting a warning here. I'm oh, not really a warning, but I have to do something otherwise, to prove that I am still active and on live. Otherwise, they're gonna stop my live, I guess. God, I hate when they do this, because there's a, in my particular case, they sent figures and you have to like click on the two that look alike, but one is like smaller than the other, and I have very bad eyes, and I can't even tell which of these. Oh, okay. Oh, these two. Which of these two look alike or exactly the same? Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay, that's good. Another one is when you're supposed to uh, like pull the two figures, something, so that they would meet at the middle or something. I get, yeah, basically you have to do something to prove that you're still like on the watching the screen or something, I guess. Anyways, okay, baby, come on, you want to go around again? Oh, I love the sound of the birds. See, when the neighbors are quiet, you can just hear the birds. Okay, that was for a short time. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, baby. Well, thank you so much, guys, and for being with me. I do hope that, you know, you can press the like button one more time. You know, it's really very a great feeling to be motivated by the likes and the loves. You know, like, you know that you're being loved, or you're enjoying what you're seeing right now. And my baby is like, I think he knows I'm gonna stand already. Yes, baby, we're going in. Huh? Are we going in? Or are you gonna stay with me while I water the plants? Huh? I need to do some watering, baby. Okay. Let me see if I can continue live while watering the plants. Maybe I can do that. I guess it will give me chance to even go um, more, exploring more. So let me just turn on the hose here. Okay. You see more of my yard. Those who are first time signing in or checking out, you can see how many plants I have here. So on this side, these are the new ones that I just planted. Um, I, I, uh, I how do you call this? Separated my snake plant, and then made 3 new pots for of the snake plant. And then I have several. Um, this is another peach tree. I think it is on its way out already because it has a lot of unalive branches. Only the middle part has is having leaves right now. Look at that bird. Did you see that bird? Oh my god, that is so cute. Okay. And then the others are not. So I have to cut this down already. Like I think this is this even an is this still alive? Maybe this branch is no longer. I don't see anything growing here. So only the center one is so many unalive branches. I have to prune this. Okay. Anyway, so I have a lot of cymbidium hanging here too. I guess I was trimming this as I still have this. See? And then I have sticks on fire here. Oh, this one I really love, my pincushion cactus. These flowers, when they open, they're so cute. They're so beautiful. Mm. It's like a crown of flowers. Yeah. And then this one is supposed to be a ball cactus, but it's no longer shaped like a ball. Okay. Oh, just this morning, this had flowers, but I guess that they just wilted under the heat of the sun, and the leaves closed up. Oh my God! I think I really need to. This is a black rose, another succulent. They call it the black rose. Okay. Oh, look at those. How do you call this? Buru's tail. The way it cascades down from that pot. It's so beautiful. Let me see. Let's get a better view here. See that? And these are aloe vera flowers. I have a lot of aloe veras here. Another aloe vera here. Aloe vera flowers. And this is another. I don't know if this is an echeveria or a sedum. Okay. Oh, this is a soda container I use as a pot. There's an orange tree there. A birds of paradise here. Another cymbidium here. Okay. Okay. Another rose cutting that I stuck into this pot to grow it. Okay. And I have several succulents here that I'm growing in smaller containers. Now our, how do you call this? Our bar is no longer functional as a bar. I used it as a plant plant holder. Okay, let me start watering. Okay. Hi, baby. Let me just get the hose here. Okay. I have to constantly water my roses for now because these get the most exposure to the sun, and I'm so afraid that they will not survive this summer. It's not even summer yet. This is a cutting that I just planted, you know. And then more here. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Hang on. Oh, look at this. I have 2 new blooms. Beautiful. Okay. I love roses. Like I said, aside from orchids, I think the rose is another flower that is like perfection. You know how the petals come out and then they overlap each other at the same time, like arranged in a way that you get to enjoy each of the petals. You know, I know I should have done my pruning in December so that by the time by spring and summer I have blooms. But I didn't do any pruning last winter. I just did it recently. Okay. Now see this another sturdy plumeria here. I just cut these branches here and replanted them. Okay. And then here I have this wall of pink flowers. These are a geranium vine or climbing geranium. This one is a bougainvillea here. And I have climbing roses in the middle. But look at the petals, all of the roses, they're being burned by the sun already. And unfortunately, if we get 3-digit temperatures, this will happen a lot. Most of those petals will get burned. They'll just like wither away, you know? Ay, ay, ay. So I have more roses here. This one is already spent. It will fall down. See? This is just wildflowers that I planted here. But there is a rose cutting in the middle. This one is a rose cutting that I just planted. This one is a pink geranium. And these are lilies. They have beautiful yellow flowers in spring, but right now they'll just hibernate. Most of those leaves will just wilt away and you won't see anything. That's why I'm thinking of putting something there so that in summer it doesn't look like an empty pot. You know? I did some cuttings. I still have to pick them up because I have another bird of paradise here. I know it needs water when the leaves close up like that. They're supposed to be wide open. Now that okay. Let me just visit my pineapple here. My tomato here. I still have to separate here. There's like 3 plants here growing. I don't know if I can separate that safely. Okay. Then these potatoes that I just stuck in here because they were growing roots in the pantry. So I put it here. And this one is a flowering peach. So the fruits are not edible. This grew out of a seed from the flowering peach I have out in the front yard. Then I have my orange tree here. Another orange tree here. You can see from here all the cymbidium hanging from the magnolia tree. But I'm not going that area right now because I have to water the east side of my yard. I already did the watering here yesterday. I want to do it every other day. Except this lantana. This has to be done every day. I don't know why, but this one easily wilts if I don't water this. See, but I like the orange flowers here. This is the lantana. And this hibiscus too. See, the leaves suddenly become or easily turn yellow if I don't water this. So I have to constantly water this hibiscus here. Yeah. And I don't see any flowers right now. See? This morning I didn't see any yellow flowers. And this afternoon they already have yellow flowers. Look at all my cymbidium hanging under the tree. Some still have their leaves, but they're about to go already. I mean, they're flowers, but they're about to go. It's already late spring now. This is really an old magnolia now. I mean, I think a lot of branches are already unalive, so you don't see a lot of leaves anymore. And my lemon is already hanging on to one of the magnolia branches. But look at the fruits. It's one of my more prolific. It's a very more prolific lemon than the ones that I showed you earlier. The one on that side. Ay. Come on, baby. Okay, so this one, I wasn't able to water this area yesterday, so I'll concentrate on this area here before it gets dark. It's already 7:30 here in Riverside, so soon it will be dark. I think they get dark here. We get dark here at 8, around 8 o'clock because of daylight savings time. Technically, it's only 6:30, but because it's a daylight Pacific daylight savings times, we are an hour advanced. So now it's 7:30 here. So I just pruned these roses here, and then so hopefully this will have blooms by summer or in a few weeks. Okay. Oh God, this one's got too much exposure to the sun. I have to find a place to hang this, but the hanger broke. You know, the pot broke. So I have to repot this. I used to have a cherry tree here. It didn't survive. I think the burrowers, the gophers, were eating the roots, so I have to pull it out, and I planted it in a pot. But it's almost unalive, so right now it's just like growing back. It's not. I don't think it has fully recovered yet, but it's growing buds, so I think it's still alive. You know. Okay, so I have more. See, even when you think that it's already unalive, suddenly you see new leaves come out. So it's still there. It's still there. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. So this is my Unimus japonicus, which is almost unalive. So I have to keep watering this one. This one I also think that either, because this doesn't get a lot of sun exposure, you know. It's just that I really think that this is having a hard time surviving because of the animals that eat at the roots, you know. That's why I have one of these plants here in this corner, and it also became unalive because of I guess because of the burrowers, the animals that burrow in the ground. So I replaced it, or I covered it with this citronella plant, which I planted in a pot, in a bigger pot, so that, you know, those animals couldn't get at the bottom. And now it has grown bigger, so it has covered that part. Because I don't know if you can see the inside. It's like a dead, sorry again, an unalive plant there. And this citronella is giving it a greener facade, front. You know, this is actually the shed that houses the pool equipment. So I just surrounded it with plants so that it doesn't become an eyesore. You know, I'd rather see plants around. Okay, I have another rose here. Oh, I like this particular rose. I like the flower of this rose. And yeah, you see that? That's the pink one in the front. Yeah. But the flower was facing this back. But see how beautiful the flower is. And there's two more going there. Yeah. Okay. This is a jade plant, a golden sedum. The golden sedum here. And this is the purple star. Like I told you earlier, it's supposed to be a ground cover. So it's really, it becomes more, how do you call this? Healthy if it's growing on the ground. I have 3 cymbidium here. So I really have cymbidium everywhere. Everywhere. Okay. What is this? Oh, these are the roots of the whatever I pulled out. I have to toss that in the garbage. Okay. I have to ask my roommate to clear the grass here. Okay, so more ground cover there. The purple heart. And that's I just got this tree this year from the green tree, from the tree project of Riverside. Riverside has this project where our utility bill is printed on green paper every March. So you can bring that to the nursery close by, and they replace it with a plant, with a tree. So this year I got another peach tree. This particular peach tree is a red baron tree, red baron peach, and I'm I took this because of the flowers. The flowers are like dark pink, bright red. Is it dark pink or bright red? But it's very dark red. You know, I really like the color. Whereas other peaches are like light pink in color. They look like cherry blossoms. This one is really dark. Yeah. Sometimes I couldn't tell between the cherry blossom and a peach because of the light pink color. But this one is really dark. Then I have. Okay. I'm really afraid to go to this corner because I know that we found a molten snake skin here before. So there has to be snakes there. So I'll just water it from this far. I don't know how this blue agave is surviving. You can see that the drum is fully covered by the agave. And I don't even know if the water would still go in when I water it. But it's still alive. Oh, this one has a hole on the side. So I guess I can still water this one here. There. But these are like huge agaves. I wouldn't. It's so scary to even go near them because you see those spikes there. They're like deadly. They can rip your skin. And believe me, it has cut my skin many times. So I'm afraid to go near. And then the tips. I don't know if you can see the tips from here. They can really poke your eyes out. They're very sharp tips. Sometimes I would cut them. Like see how sharp that is, and then I would cut them like this one here, because I'm just scared to go near them. Okay, this one I just put mulch yesterday, but I planted this cutting. I think was it yesterday or the other day? So I just have to keep this wet all the time so that the cuttings would grow. I ran out of steer manure. That's why I wasn't that able to fill this up. I planted to fill it up. Okay. I have another avocado growing here. This one. This also grew out of the seed. So I'm thinking maybe if these two are planted side by side, I might have flowers, but we'll see. It's another blue agave here I'm using as a centerpiece. Okay. This one's already very tight. So one of these days, I would probably pull this out and then separate there's too many dried leaves already. I have to separate the aloe vera. Okay, this one has to be really wet. Okay. There you go. There you go. Also this one here, it's already very tight. It's just that it's so hard to separate aloe veras because of the spikes. Now these dried ones are even more deadly, because they're very hard already. The spikes are even harder, and they can really like hurt you, So, anyways. Oh, I don't think I put mulch in here because the dirt has become hard. See, without mulch, the steer manure, whatever the dirt, just hardens in the heat of the sun. So at least this one keeps them moist or something. But I think I ran out of mulch already. Gardening can be expensive too. Like I already have bought I think 20 bags of steer manure just to fill out the pots. Every year I do that. I have to fill out the pots because I don't know if it's the watering or something, or because the dirt just settles down and they go lower than how they were before. So I have to fill up the pots again. And then I did a lot of replanting and repotting, so I needed all those bags of steer manure. I'm using the steer manure as topsoil because they're the least expensive bags of dirt that I see at Home Depot or at Lowe's. They're like 258, I think, a bag, whereas the other garden soil are like $5, $6, $7. I know it's like, geez, they're as expensive as eggs, you know, a dozen eggs. I can't even buy eggs. Ay, ay, ay. I like geranium because these are very how do you call this, prolific, you know, they're easy to grow and then they flower a lot. So I have orange here, and then in that corner there you see the red geranium, and then I have orange here. Okay. Oh, wait a minute, I don't think I really watered the cymbidium, so let's go back again here. Ay, ay, ay. Whenever I water my plants I have to have a checklist that I don't forget anything. Okay, so let's water this. Baby, no, you're gonna get wet. Sibu, you're gonna get wet. Come on. Okay, let me do my succulents here. My attager of succulents. Okay. So I have this one here. This is blue jade plant, I think, or something. Or blue sky jade. And I forget the name of this, copper something. And then I have this. And then I have, this is a purple star, aloe vera, cathedral, cathedral cactus, I think. I have a ball cactus here. Cathedral cactus because of the leaves. They look like cathedral windows. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I can pull this hose here. Okay. Water the rose here. So I forget. And our pineapple. It would be exciting if this pineapple would have a fruit. I would love to see that. Okay. Okay. I used to water this early in the morning, but now with the heat, it's better to do it when the sun is about to set, you know. And I've also found that sometimes this is the best time to do my live when I'm watering because you know I can talk while I'm doing the watering, and it helps me and my mental health because I do see a therapist every week. Every Thursday I have my therapy appointment, and and that's once a week. But if I do but then I realize that whatever I tell my therapist, I can also do that when I'm having my live, right? So you're like my therapist now, because my therapist doesn't say anything anyways. Usually she'll just like nod her head, shake her head, or mostly nodding, you know. And then once in a while, like, oh really? So how do you feel about it? Does that make you angry? So I'll just pretend that you're doing that right now. You're listening to my live, so I'm just doing the talking and you're listening like my therapist does. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so let's put more water here. Really soak this one. You know, this one looks healthy actually, but it's like it's ready to be separated because you see how full the planter is now. You know, unlike this one here. Or maybe because look at the middle. I think the sun really dried it up. You know, I have some succulents in the back there. Another ball cactus. I have another plant here. Look at I love the way this aloe vera grew here. And then another of the Buddha staying here. Okay. Okay, some more here. This is what I'm saying. Even if I probably put the hose here, it's not really getting into the pot, you know, because it's so tight already. I have to like really, really repot that one. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we can water that lemon tree in the corner. Maybe it will make the fruits become more juicy. Yeah. And I have a pear tree here. I haven't seen a partridge on it yet. So no partridge in a pear tree, just a pear tree. It has flowers, so hopefully I'll get some fruits this year. See? It has pretty white flowers there. Yeah, so maybe I'll get some fruits this year. I think I was able to get fruits here just one time. And it's like I think a couple of pears. Just a couple of pears. But now I have several fruits, so maybe it will come up. Okay. One time I was watering here, and actually I saw an actual gopher come out of a hole. It really caught me by surprise, you know. Like you actually see an animal come out of a hole. Ay, ay, ay. But but in fairness to the gopher, it was really cute, you know. It looked like one of those guinea pigs, but it was actually cuter than a guinea pig because it was smaller than a guinea pig. I gotta remember my trip to Peru. I didn't realize that guinea pig is a delicacy in Peru. In one of our lunches with the natives, they actually served us roasted guinea pig. Most of the people in the group tasted it, and I didn't have the stomach to do it. So I just took their word for it that it was good. I don't even eat lamb, you know, or goat. I just prefer the three main, or maybe four: turkey, chicken, beef, and pork. Once in a while, I eat a duck, you know, if it's a crispy Peking duck. But otherwise, you know, I really just have chicken, turkey, and then pork, and how do you call this? And beef. Okay, I don't know why I cannot pull the. Let me get more of the hose. I think it's tangled somewhere. Oh shoot! Sorry. When I was traveling, and I didn't realize that a lot of the Middle Eastern, it wasn't the Middle East, but we went to a Middle Eastern area in Paris. I didn't realize that most of the people there eat lamb. Everything on their menu was like lamb and chicken, you know. So I don't know why I cannot eat lamb. I tried it one time when I was first new in the U.S. We don't really see a lot of lamb in the Philippines. You know, we don't have sheep there. I mean, maybe there are, but not a lot of how do you call this, sheep farm in the Philippines. We have a lot of chicken and how do you call this, and pork, but not a lot of lamb. You know, so at these restaurants, mostly it was lamb. And my first time in the US, I tried it. And I don't know if it was only the way it was cooked. I thought it was gamey, you know, like it was still not cooked. I don't know. It left a bad taste in my mouth. And since then, I just didn't like eating it, you know. Ay, ay, ay. Anyway. Okay, so let's see if I can hold the hose here and do more watering under here. Okay, there you go. Although I don't think that these dried up because they're covered, they're not exposed to the sun here. But still, you know. Okay. And this has to be watered well. This is the orange tree. It's so hidden in the corner that sometimes I forget this. And it's in a drum, so the roots don't go anywhere to seek water. So unless I fill this up with water, it doesn't get any water at all. You know? So I really have to water that. My baby is barking again. I think she saw one of the nocturnal animals. They start coming out at this time, like squirrels. They start coming out at this time, like squirrels. And their mortal enemy. There's a cat here that comes to my yard, which, my God, Cebu is really like hunting all the time. You know, it scared me one time because I saw her really run after the cat, and I felt so bad for the cat. I think it was just seeking asylum from the other animals in my yard. I think it was just seeking asylum from the other animals in my yard. On the side of this of the wall here, that where it doesn't get a lot of sun, so it doesn't, you know. I think that if the hose is exposed to too much heat, it cracks, and you have those holes or something, they start leaking. So I put them here on the side. Okay, because we have southern exposure here, so the sun is on the other side. I mean, whereas here, if against a wall, it will cast a shadow. So the sun will only be here, like in the middle or something. Okay, so let's do that. Okay. Oh my gosh. The neighbors are already screaming. Okay, baby. Are you hungry already? Huh? You hungry? My babies are hungry already. Okay, I have to get them out of... Huh? You hungry? My babies are hungry already. Okay, I have to get them out of the pool because since the pool vacuum. So, ay, ay, ay. So, I hope that this will have a longer lifespan. Yes, baby. What? What? Okay, so let's put this one here. Okay. Now that it's summer, or nearing summer, it's getting warm, my pool will have a, how do you call this, increased evaporation rate. So now I will have to constantly fill this with water for the filtration to work, you know. Because if you see that hole there in the corner, that's where the water passes through to get filtered out. And then those holes, that hole there, oh, not where's the hole? They're put back into the water, filtered already. There, oh, not where's the hole? They're put back into the water, filtered already. So it's like a... Let me turn off the hose. What? Okay, I'm getting inside now, guys. It's more than an hour. Thank you so much for those who stayed with me. I really appreciate your time. And I hope you can check out my page And look at the other videos that I have. I've been doing a lot of gardening videos, some music lyric videos, and if you like them, just hit a like button on them. If you like this live, then please do hit the like button. If you want to send me gifts, that would be great too. I'd really appreciate that. You know, I mean, who doesn't appreciate gifts, right? And I don't see the sun anymore. It's just sad because on a clear day, the sky would be orangey during sunset. But because it's like, how do you call this kind of sky when you don't really see the blue, but more like a foggy color, you know? So you don't see the sun, and then so you don't see the blue sky, you don't see the orange sky, you know, just this white, just haze, just a haze here that you see here. Okay, well, thank you so much, guys, for being here. I really appreciate it. And again, once more, one for the road, please hit the like button. Their baby who I cannot see now, maybe hiding somewhere. Bye, Cebu. Tell them to goodbye. Say goodbye to them, huh, baby? Cebu, say bye bye. Bye bye. Okay. I hope you hit the. Say goodbye to them, huh, baby? Cebu, say bye bye. Bye bye. Okay. I hope you hit the.